تعالى كده حماده نبص عليها بص كده كويس.
Terrifying discoveries in Egypt changed everything. Have you ever wondered about the mysteries of Egyptian civilization? This video will explore some of the latest and most mysterious finds, from unknown queens to lost cities. Join us as we uncover 20 terrifying discoveries in Egypt that change everything. Number 20, oldest tomb of Egypt. A group of academics from the universities of Malaga and Jaén in Spain discovered the tomb, which is considered the earliest in Egypt. It was intended for the tomb to face the dawn of the winter solstice in December. On the day that is the shortest of the year, the sun's rays illuminate a location home to a statue of the governor of Elephantine. There is a connection between the concept of being reborn and the tomb, which precisely registered the entirety of the solar cycle. The winter solstice was the beginning of the triumph of sunshine over darkness, and the summer solstice typically corresponded with the commencement of the annual flooding of the Nile. Both of these events were significant in their own right. Substantial symbolic implications were associated with the resurrection of the former governor, who had passed away, and both of these events had significant meanings because of this. The sun's rays have illuminated this location for as long as anyone can remember. The celebration of the winter solstice, which occurs at the beginning of the new year, is a celebration that represents the triumph of light over shadow. Did you know that this discovery demonstrated that Egyptians could determine the sun's position and direction in which its rays were pointing through the sky? Number 19, Lost Golden City.
I call it golden because it was found in the golden age of Egypt, 1391 BC. I called it lost city because it was lost.
People have called the discovery of a 3,000-year-old city buried in the sand in Egypt one of the most important events in history and one of the most important archaeological discoveries since the tomb of Tutankhamun. This city was founded in 2020, just a few weeks after it had been dug up. In Egypt's history, Amenhotep III was one of the most powerful pharaohs. He ruled from 1391 BC to 1353 BC and built the city. The tombs of pharaohs Ai and Tutankhamun were found almost entirely built by British researchers in the Valley of the Kings. Howard Carter used the city after Carter found their tomb in 1922, but they kept doing so. During the dig, many rare artifacts were found. Some of these were amulets made of scarab beetles, colored ceramics, jewelry, and mud bricks with seals from Amenhotep III. During the fancy show, they moved 22 mummies from the Neoclassical Egyptian Museum to the new National Museum of the World. The mummies of 18 kings and 4 queens were among them. The mummies of Amenhotep III and his wife, Queen Tai, were moved to a new gravesite about 5 kilometers away. They were taken to the Museum of Egyptian Civilization. Number 18, Geometric Miracle. A temple was being dug up under the medieval city of Taposiris Magna on the coast of Egypt. Kathleen Martinez from the University of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic and her colleagues found the start of a tunnel 43 feet below the city. The tunnel was cut out of rock that was about 4,281 feet thick. The tunnel was about 6 feet tall. The idea was fondly called the geometric miracle by the group. The group thinks that the temple in Taposiris Magna was a place of worship for Osiris and his queen, the goddess Isis. The Egyptian goddess Isis is linked to Cleopatra. In the temple, you can find Isis figures as well as the goddess's coins and coins. The names and likenesses of Cleopatra and Alexander the Great have also been found in the area. Number 17, the advanced machine drawings in a temple. People know Abydos as a religious site because it is one of the oldest towns in the world. It is south of Egypt and west of the Nile River. Many people think it is one of Egypt's most important archaeological places. The Temple of Seti the Pharaoh is in the city of Abydos. It is also known as the Great Temple of Abydos. It was first written down around 3,300 years ago. Building on it began with Seti the Pharaoh and his son Ramses II finished it. People worldwide know about the famous Abydos king list, which shows the order of Egyptian kings, starting with Narmer, who was in charge of uniting Egypt. It was a surprise that strange things were found at one of the temple's gates. Pictures of what looks like current cars are on the walls of the Temple of Seti I. Traditional Egyptologists think that it looks this way because many pharaohs worked on the same object for a long time, writing on it, plastering it, and chiseling it. Eventually, it got worn out and looked this way by chance. If so, are these pictures just a mistake? Or did someone see them in the future and draw them? Number 16. Light bulbs from Dendera. If you listen to us talk about the mysterious temple of Hathor at Dendera, you'll see something that has puzzled people for centuries. A strange writing called the Dendera light bulb seems to reveal a unique secret that has been buried deep in history. You're interested in a long bulb resembling a line with waves on it. Following the wire will lead you to a box where a god is kneeling in prayer. Be amazed by the sight of jed poles with two arms that seem linked to the mysterious object in the middle. Don't forget to look at the alert monkey with two knives standing guard next to this old mystery. The world of fake historians who bravely put forward an interesting theory. The Egyptians used electricity to light up their world. They say that the carving represents a fantastic light bulb from a time before modern electricity became popular by drawing comparisons to a Crookes tube, an electrical discharge tube from the 1800s. But hold your breath. Archaeologists and Egyptologists are not convinced by this exciting idea. They say it is just a story from Egyptian folklore. Belief wars are ongoing, and the Dendera light keeps sparking people's interest by refusing to lose power. Eric von Daniken, a brilliant Swiss author and fake archaeologist, strongly supports the theory of electric Egypt. His exciting story says that the snake is the filament and the jed pillar is the old light bulb's protective cover. Oh, and the baboon, a watchful guardian who makes sure the device is used correctly. Number 15. Ancient Egyptian jewelry. Researchers found the cosmic secret of an old Egyptian iron bead, a fantastic link between the heavens and earth. This 5,000-year-old treasure was found near Cairo. It came from the fiery hug of a meteorite. These beads were found in the Gerza tomb in 1911. They were made before the famous Iron Age and were the first time that iron was used in ancient Egypt. Nickel's presence in the metal caused decades of academic discussion. Still, new advanced scientific tests using electron microscopes and X-ray CT scanners proved that it came from space as an iron meteorite. The striking Widmanstätten pattern on the bead is a unique crystal structure that formed in asteroids when the solar system was first formed. It's like a fingerprint in space and time. Iron was very interesting to the ancient Egyptians because they thought it had magical and holy powers and was a gift from the gods. Not just in Egypt, German researchers found a Buddha figure carved from a meteorite that dates back to the 8th to 10th centuries and shows how creative our ancestors were in the universe. These secrets from the past remind us of all the other depths that still need to be found. Number 14. Gold-clad mummy unearthed. The tombs of Saqqara in Egypt are where archaeologists found a fantastic find, a treasure trove in the middle of old Memphis. One of the discoveries was a mummy that was 4,300 years old and wrapped in pure gold. Hekashepes, a wealthy and respected person, was buried in a fancy stone sarcophagus inside a 33-foot shaft. Amazingly, it's the oldest full mummy covered in gold that has ever been found. It has a royal headband and a royal chest bracelet that shows how rich and powerful people lived in the past. More interesting tombs were found during the expedition. These included those of priest Kunumjadef, judge and writer Fetek, an enigmatic priest probably named Messi, and a royal official called Mary, who was known as the Keeper of the Secrets. During the 5th and 6th dynasties, 25th century to 21st century BCE, these finds bridge the gap between royal life and everyday life. The dig brought up a stunning collection of artifacts, including statues, wall paintings, amulets, tools, and pottery. These items give historians and art lovers exciting glimpses into the art and culture of the past. Number 13, 2,000 mummified ram heads. Unique new finds have been made at the beautiful Temple of Ramses II, located in the old city of Abydos, and considered Egypt's southern gem. Archaeologists were shocked when they found not just one or two mummified ram heads from the respected Ptolemaic period, but up to 2,000 of them. But wait, there's more. That wasn't all the temple had to hide. Some of the most exciting things found were preserved ewes, dogs, wild goats, cows, gazelles, and mongooses, left as gifts for Ramses II almost 1,000 years after his death. The world has been amazed by Abydos for a long time. It was a holy place for Egyptian royalty and a graveyard dedicated to Osiris. The newest finds are thought to be votive offerings that show how much people still respect Ramses II, who ruled Egypt during the famous Ptolemaic period. To make things even more exciting, the team from New York University's Institute for the Study of the Ancient World found a colossal palace with huge walls from the 6th kingdom of the Old Kingdom. With 5-meter-thick walls and standing tall, the building is like going back in time to the ancient scenery of Abydos, long before the beautiful Ramses II temple was built. These discoveries, a treasure trove of statues, papyri, old tree remains, leather clothes, and shoes, will change how we think about this mysterious site. Each artifact opens up a new part of Egypt's past, shedding light on times gone by and the people who lived in this mysterious land. Number 12, the Lost Labyrinth of Egypt. Scientists found the Lost Labyrinth in the sand of the desert near the Pyramid of Hawaii. It had been lost for a long time. People thought it was just a story, but this labyrinth is a treasure trove of love and untold history. It has more tubes and channels below ground than even the Great Pyramids. During his epic trip, Herodotus was amazed by its grandeur and complexity as he looked at its 3,000 rooms. Ancient texts and local tales have talked about the labyrinth, and now it has been proven accurate. Strabo and Herodotus wrote about it, and it could change the course of human history by revealing long-lost civilizations and once powerful nations that existed before recorded history. Its depths hold a shrine of unmatched beauty, filled with beautiful paintings and intricate carvings that hold the memories of ancient kings and holy rituals. In 2008, a brave expedition using cutting-edge technology proved the existence of the hidden temple, which was only a few meters away from the magnificent pyramid of Amenemhat III. However, some of the wonder's secrets are still hidden because the findings were kept secret for national security reasons. Still, thanks to brave explorer Ben van Kerkwijk, rumors about this fantastic find keep going around. Number 11. New chamber discovered in iconic Egyptian pyramid. In a shocking turn of events, archaeologists have found a secret treasure in the Great Pyramids at Giza. Scientists and travelers are amazed that a chamber thought to be lost for 4,500 years has finally been found. The exciting corridor was 30 feet long and more than 6 feet wide. It was found near the door to the Pyramid of Khufu. Using cutting-edge technology, the Scan Pyramids group found this mysterious chamber that could not be reached from outside the pyramid. Ultrasound measurements and ground-penetrating radars were some of the most advanced scanning tools used to discover what was hidden in the hallway. They even used a tiny camera to take amazing pictures of the inside world. What the room was used for is still a mystery. Many people have different ideas about what it's for, like whether it strategically moved the pyramid's weight or went to another undiscovered wonder below the surface. Egyptian officials in charge of antiques were hopeful that this discovery would lead to even more unique finds. We are still amazed by the pharaoh's ancient work, a testament to human creativity and building brilliance. Number 10. The Lost Golden City. 3,400 years ago, the mysterious king Akhenaten went against the rules by giving up his name, faith, and the great capital city of Thebes. He made a new path for himself and his powerful queen, Nefertiti, in the short-lived city of Akhetaten, where they basked in the holy light of Aten, the sun god. The reason for leaving Thebes is still a mystery, with much history behind it. The lost golden city of Luxor may hold the answer, as it was recently found. This industrial city, which he got from his father Amenhotep III, was full of wealth and artifacts that seemed frozen in time, like Pompeii. Archaeologists are thrilled about this discovery, which includes homes, workshops, temples, and a burial ground that were all important to the grandeur of the royal city. The mysteries of this city may help us figure out why Akhenaten changed so much, why he rejected traditional Egyptian gods in favor of Aten, and how his short rule changed art. Even though Akhenaten is erased from history, the lost city helps us learn more about the great past. Number 9. The Baboon's Tale of Mystery and Treasure. The legendary land of Punt has been lost in the sands of time for a very long time. It calls to you with its secrets of strange wonders and untold wealth. In 1858, the bright French archaeologist Auguste Ferdinand François Mariette found a stunning secret carved into stone. It showed a dangerous journey to the mysterious land of Punt, shown on the walls of Queen Hatshepsut's temple. Unique plants, animals, and valuable items like cash, gemstones, and fragrant frankincense made up the scene. Even though there were stories and written notes about this legendary kingdom, no one knew where it was. Was it tucked away in East Africa's green landscapes or the Arabian Peninsula's mysterious lands? Now, we are in the modern age, where hard work and cutting-edge science meet. A small but essential piece of evidence came to light from the depths of time in a groundbreaking study led by the brave Nathaniel Dominy of Dartmouth College. A baboon head that had been carefully stored in the vaults of the British Museum stood out. It wasn't just any monkey, though. The fantastic journey was revealed by the chemical secrets in its tooth enamel. Number 8. Egyptian scientists unearth ancient whale species. An Egyptian team of scientists from Mansoura University has just found a massive discovery from the past that will change the way Arab paleontologists do their work. This find is turning the field of paleontology on its head because it reveals a species of amphibian whale that lived 43 million years ago in the seas around Egypt. The team, led by the visionary Hesham Selim, a famous vertebrate paleontologist and professor at the American University in Cairo, made a fantastic discovery. It is the first time that an Arab-Egyptian partnership has recorded a new whale species. This is a genuinely historic moment. This old whale, whose jackal-like head earned it the name Phumcetus anubis, after the worshipped god of death, is a mystery. It has jaw-dropping features that make it different from other whales of its time. With its terrifying hunting skills and strong jaw muscles, it was the best hunter of its time, much like how we admire the blue whale today. Egypt is a treasure trove of natural history, and the fossil's accidental finding in Wadi al-Hitan, also known as Whale Valley, made that even more apparent. Foreign researchers used to do most of these studies, but now Egyptian scientists like Mohammed Sameh and Abdullah Gohar are making a huge impact worldwide. Gohar spoke passionately. The four-legged whale's 1,323-pound body weight and 10-foot length made it a huge animal that could rule both land and sea. Number 7. The enigmatic mummy juice craze. The old burial chamber of Alexandria has led to an exciting archaeological find that has never been seen before. 3 dead bodies were discovered, covered in a strange red liquid, which led to wild theories about its supernatural and healing qualities. It might be the elixir of life. But what about a mysterious metal like mercury? It got more exciting as rumors spread like wildfire. The black granite tomb was carefully cracked open, despite ancient curses that said not to, revealing an air of mystery and adventure. The secrets of its long-lost residence were revealed. Many people thought it was where Alexander the Great was buried, but others thought it was a priest's grave. But there was a twist in the story. One of the heads might have been hit by an arrow pointing to a military link. As it turns out, the liquid that got everyone talking wasn't some kind of magical elixir or rare material. It was sewage water, which was a huge surprise. Although the truth may be unpleasant, passionate believers have not let that stop them from starting an incredible online effort. They shout, "Drink the red liquid," as if they want its power like a fizzy energy drink and hope to take on its mysterious powers. The dark sarcophagus stands as a mark of the ages amidst the grandeur of history and the thrill of finding. Even though it's not the tomb of Alexander the Great, people all over the world are still drawn to its mysteries. Number 6. The mysterious Clayton Rings. In the middle of Egypt's rough sands is a mysterious secret kept safe by time and mystery. Meet the mysterious Clayton Rings, which are strange items that have made scientists scratch their heads. These strange artifacts are made of pottery and are shaped like conical cylinders with holes in both ends. They are surrounded by discs of pottery that have holes in them. These rings, named after the brave explorer P.A. Clayton, have told stories of the nomad herders of the Dakhla Oasis, who lived in a lost society. Clayton rings were an essential part of the gear for ancient Egyptians who lived along the Nile, but the Egyptians who lived elsewhere did not use them. The exciting thing is that these rings were found far from any water source, too far for a herder to have traveled. They are strangely put in rock shelters and at the bases of hills, and their mysterious writing calls to us. So, what could these exciting objects have been used for? That's the million-dollar question. Scholars have thought about a lot of different ideas, ranging from making cheese to beehives, salt farms to maggot farms. But alas, the truth is still hard to find because it's hidden by time. One thing is sure, Clayton rings and discs stand for new ideas in the harsh desert circumstances. Their meaning goes beyond the mysteries they hold. They give us a tantalizing look into the lives of ancient people and the societies that thrive beyond the Nile. Now, it's time for our subscriber pick. The desert wind whipped Dr. Eva Rojas's hair across her face as she peered into the newly opened tomb. Dust motes danced in the beam of her headlamp, highlighting the ornately carved walls. Years of meticulous work had led her team to this moment, the final resting place of a forgotten pharaoh. But what they'd unearthed wasn't what they expected. Gone were the familiar scenes of triumph and offerings. Grotesque figures, unlike any creature Eva had ever encountered, dominated the artwork. These weren't benevolent gods. They were monstrous entities, clawed and fanged, their expressions a chilling mix of reverence and hunger. One particularly detailed scene depicted the pharaoh kneeling before these creatures, his face contorted in a mixture of fear and supplication. Eva's heart hammered against her ribs. Everything they thought they knew about this civilization, their pharaohs as absolute rulers, their gods as benevolent deities, was crumbling before her eyes. This wasn't just a historical revision, it was a terrifying paradigm shift. Did these creatures truly exist? Were they worshipped as deities, or something far more sinister? As Dr. Rojas traced the inscription with a trembling finger, she knew their work had just begun. The secrets this tomb held promised to rewrite history, but at what cost? What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Number 5. Egypt's enigmatic obelisks. Look at the beautiful obelisks. These famous landmarks hold the secrets of a long ago time. Made from a single stone, they stand tall and give off a golden glow, as if they were enjoying the sun's rays. With roots in ancient solar myths, obelisks represent where the universe began and prove how the sun god made the universe. Be amazed at how the Egyptian kings carved their names and prayers to gods into these vast buildings, leaving a mark on history that will last forever. But among the wonders, the unfinished obelisk is a mystery partly hidden by time. Found in the sands of time, this vast wonder now stands in the Aswan quarries, where famous hard stones were found. Hatshepsut, the prophetess, ordered it to be built for the grand temple of Amun, but it still needs to be completed, with flaws and mysterious cracks that stop the work. If fate had let it, it would have been even bigger and better than the others, weighing 1,168 tons and standing 42 meters tall. Find out what the ancients knew. Be amazed by the sun-kissed obelisks and solve the riddles of Egypt's grand past. Number 4. Ancient aviation or ingenious artifact. The strange Saqqara bird. Sycamore wood was used to make this mesmerizing bird-shaped object that has puzzled researchers and thrill-seekers alike since it was found in 1898. It's an absolute engineering marvel from around 200 BCE. Its length is 180 millimeters. Mainstream experts have started a heated discussion by guessing what this fantastic creation is for. Was it a holy object used in a ceremony to honor the falcon god Horus and the sun god Ra-Harakti? It could have been a fancy toy for kids or something put on holy boats during the Grand Opet festival. Don't breathe yet, because there's more to this story. Some brave people have dared to dream big and say that the Saqqara bird might be proof that ancient people were good at flying. Khalil Messiha, an Egyptian doctor and dowser, even said that the ancient Egyptians might have built the first airplane. Oh, the amazing things it could do. These theories are no longer valid because of the new study. Advanced models at the Institute of Aerospace Technology Bremen have been used by experts to learn more about the object. The results are in, and they show that this wooden wonder can't fly as high as people with old aviation dreams could. It needs to meet the standards for current aircraft design when it comes to stability, glide ratio, and lift distribution. So, the secret stays. Was the Saqqara bird a sign from God or a clever craftsman's idea from long ago? Number 3. Abu Simbel, timeless treasures. Take a trip through time along the beautiful Nile to see the amazing sights of ancient Egypt. The splendor of Ramses II, the mighty pharaoh who built not one but 2 really cool temples at Abu Simbel. These secret gems were lost to the world for hundreds of years. In 1813, the brave explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt found them again, sparking a wave of interest and wonder. The vast 66-foot statues of Ramses II stand guard on the cliffs of the west bank of the Nile. They are a testament to the unmatched skill of ancient Egyptian artists. There's more, though. Graffiti from Greek soldiers in the 6th century BCE tells how the Greek alphabet came to be. When the first rays of the morning sunshine on the inner sanctum of the temple on those magical days in February and October, you'll be in awe. Show off another gem, a smaller Nefertari temple dedicated to the goddess Hathor, and has beautiful 35-foot figures of the queen and king on the walls. But wait, that's not the end of the story. In the 1960s, a brave piece of building saved Abu Simbel from the rising waters of the Nile caused by the Aswan High Dam. UNESCO and countries from around the world worked together to do this. 18,000 huge blocks were moved to higher ground by them all, protecting the shrine's history for future generations. Number 2. Taposiris Magna reveals royal riddles and ancient aqueducts. Enter the fascinating world of Taposiris Magna, a city built hundreds of years ago by the wise pharaoh Ptolemy II Philadelphus. This busy city was called the Great Tomb of Osiris, which gives it a mysterious air that stays with us today. During Alexander the Great's rule, Taposiris Magna was busy with religious gatherings. Later, it became the trade center between Egypt and Libya, with a harbor where exotic goods and famous ancient wines were traded. That's not all, though. Find the amazing secrets hidden in its holy temple and old tower. Scholars thought it would hold the remains of the famous Cleopatra herself. In the past few years, brave archaeologists led by the fearless Kathleen Martinez went on a trip that made headlines worldwide. Remarkable finds of monumental statues, exciting coins, and mystery tunnels gave hints that important royals, like Cleopatra and Mark Antony, may have been sleeping inside. See the newest amazing discovery: tombs with golden tongues that are over 2,000 years old. Along with intricate amulets, these beautiful finds give us a unique look into the beliefs and customs of the Greeks and Romans. Number 1. Mysterious void. The pyramids of Giza were subjected to a super-ultra scan, which unearthed an unknown realm that featured surprising corridors and hidden passageways. It's possible that the most significant discovery was a massive void directly above the pyramid's Great Gallery, which was approximately 100 feet in length. In addition to it, a smaller gap was found just beyond the building's northern entrance. But what exactly lies within these two empty spaces? Researchers and scientists are trying to find out. The scientific community still needs to crack this enigma. We've seen Egypt, and it continues to astonish us with its secrets and discoveries. From the pyramid of an unknown queen to the lost Golden City, each new find adds another piece to the puzzle of this ancient civilization. The mysteries of Egypt remind us that the sands of time still hide many secrets waiting to be uncovered. Who knows what other incredible discoveries lie beneath the desert, waiting for their turn to rewrite history? Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world's most intriguing mysteries. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.